And here we go. Camilla, take us away.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, we're underway here, and hopefully we'll see those rivalries start to emerge, but global rivalries, perhaps having never raced each other before, these institutions, and giving the opportunity here at these World Rowing Indoor Championships to race across the world, as it were. Here is the American University in Cairo, coming to us from Egypt, and they are currently sat in third position at this very early stage of the race. Just 200 metres in, we'll be expecting a transition, I'm sure, sometime soon. And you can see here the next member of the team waiting to grab the handle and hop on. And there we go, some quick, fast strokes to get the American University in Cairo back underway. The Karlsruhe Institute of Technology in Germany here, coming to us live. And you can see it's the male athletes that they've opted to put first in the driving seat here. And we talked a lot about the order that you do things and the sort of amount of time that each athlete takes here on the erg. It looks like the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, Niamh, opting to kind of front load with that power.
Yeah, I think that's always, we often see that in mixed relays. The males will tend to go first just because they generally would have those lower splits. So after, maybe if they go twice, the two males back to back, they'd have a good idea what they need to do, where they are on the leaderboard, and what they have to do for the rest of the 2,000 meters. Now, another approach that we often see in the mixed relays is that the male will go first, we'll then see the two females in the middle, and then the male will go in the fourth position as well, just because, again, with the lower splits that we see from the male athletes, that, if there is some distance to be made up or time to be made up, that they kind of have that extra power in that fourth position, we'll say. Now, it looks like across the board that the athletes seem to be taking that standard approach to 50 meters each. Let's see if that changes as the race goes on, but it looks like at the moment kind of a standard, they probably have their strategy, they've practiced, and they're not really changing from that right now.
Yeah, and here go the Leibniz University in Hanover. A frozen picture we've got just there, but great encouragement coming from each member of the team. They shuffle around on the floor to hand over that foot strap to get the next athlete ready. They look like they were in the student union, Niamh. They had the disco lights, which certainly helped our Finnish competitors last weekend, channeling the spirit of our medalists from the previous weekend's racing. We now move here to our services mixed relay team. Niamh, you spoke about them a little bit earlier, coming to us from many different professions and walks of life. A couple of nurses here in this team, and also those who have served in the British Army as well. So a brilliant sort of coming together of various different servicemen and women to take part in this relay. Unfortunately, we don't have any data from their ergos, but we can absolutely see that they are putting their all in there. I would assume up in Scotland, given the saltire that they've got draped across the backdrop, Niamh, in their competition space.
Yeah, it certainly looks like they are in Scotland. And as you mentioned, a couple of nurses there. Iona, a nurse in the NHS and the Army, only started rowing last year and is loving it so far. And Isla then is in the Army Reserve as well. So that's what qualifies them to be part of the services team. And of course, like the ages come in that team, we have 41-year-old, 44, 50-year-old, compared to, obviously they're in the same race here with the university students who are much younger. We don't have any data from the services team right now. It's not coming through to us here, but they are certainly hooked up and going for it here now. So on our screens, American University in Cairo currently sitting in second position here. They're coming up to 500 meters to go, up at 52 strokes per minute, a split of 122 here at the moment. But in the lead, Rudin Rowing Club there into the final 400 meters. They're down at 121, split with a 46 stroke per minute pace at the moment. Big strokes here from American University in Cairo. Big change here. They're actually quite slow here, Camilla. That's interesting. I'm not sure if that's something, maybe they didn't spend time practicing that transition, because they did lose a little bit of time there.
Yeah, and the transition's almost as important to practice than the training, and it can sometimes be hard to get all members of your team together and just focusing on that element of the change. You know, you can go and do all the training you like on the sprints on your own individual rowing machines at home, but getting these transition pieces in place, like I say, a bit like rehearsing a dance where you need everyone to be absolutely sure of where they're putting their, you know, placing themselves when they're picking up the handle. And a great example there from our race leaders, the RUDN Rowing Club, coming to us from Germany. A great mix of athletes in this quartet. Afina Belonagova, who has been rowing in Kazakhstan since 2018, a multiple champion within the Kazakhstan rowing scene, and also rowing in the Asian Championships as well. So plenty of international interest, not only across our teams, but also internally within the universities as well, people who have gone to study abroad. So that's absolutely brilliant. We're back in Scotland now with the services team, and again, that encouragement that comes from the other members, such an important role that you've got to play whilst you're recovering, ready to take your next role on the ergo, ready to take your next strokes. You've also got to have the energy, Niamh, to cheer on your teammates as well.
Absolutely, and they're just finishing again. We don't have times for them, but they did it looks like just finished behind the Hanover University there, who had a time of 6:06.6, so they were probably in or around similar time. I'm sure we'll get confirmation of that, but they seem very happy with that performance anyway. But